Hey there, my name is Pravus, welcome to more EU4 Domination. We are playing as Austria, going for the AEIOU and 1 faith achievements. In the last video, I think we made some pretty good progress. We took over pretty much the entire east coast of India. We are now putting a foothold into Indonesia, which is solid. Now, I want to take over the entire west coast of India as well, because, as a reminder, once we get through some more of these missions here, holdings in India is going to give us not only claims in China, but also permanent claims on every province in India and Indonesia that borders me. Which means I'll get a whole new layer of claims. The more territory I have right now, we can peel them back layer by layer like an onion. That seems pretty attractive to me, so that's what I'm going for. I also need to go to war against the Ottoman, because I need to kick them out of Europe, for God's sake. That's taking way too long. I also need to feed some more territory to the Mamluks and annex them. There's not really much reason to hold on to them, except for the fact that they do have a handful more cores that I can work with. So if I declare a war and then time this correctly, we can annex the Mamluks right after finishing a war with the Ottomans, get a bunch of land, and then, you know, we'll just go ahead and enjoy all of Egypt for myself. I'm also still looking to get Portugal. There's a strong chance we don't get it. Depends, the heir is older than the actual ruler, so maybe we get lucky and a Habsburg takes the throne, and maybe we don't. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much I can do about it. Other than that, though, those are the big goals right now. Continue pushing, get a foothold in several places in Asia, and that means that when we get to the Age of Revolutions and Imperialism, I'll be in a position to start sweeping across everything. Oh, also I want to take away the 13 colonies from Great Britain, which we should be able to do in this particular video. Before I forget, let's go ahead and protect against piracy, a mission that instantly finishes. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and seize some more land, by the way. That gets me up to the maximum 60% value there, so now I've got 40% reform growth and 10 max absolutism. That's solid. Anyone I can oppress? No? Darn. I like oppressing people. Oh well. And now the burghers are happy. That was easy. God, I'm getting so many royal marriage offers, though. Ah! It's like I'm the prettiest girl at the ball. So the big question now is, do I feel like I can fight Bahmanis and the Ottomans and Persia and Somalia all at the same time? The answer should be yes. It might get a little bit painful. We gotta be careful about that, but it should be possible. Let's go ahead and start the annexation process with the Mamluks. And yeah, I think we just go ahead and start declaring all these wars. Let's start with the Ottomans, since that's the one that kind of is on a timer. Of course, the game freezes up like crazy every time I do this. Good lord. I can't do anything! EU4, come on! I've got a really good computer. You should be able to handle this, jeez! And the Ottomans just got the plot of the harem. Okay, lots of bad things happening for them. What happens here? They lose a ton of loyalty with all of their estates. Ouch. Yeah, they're about to have a lot of political instability. That works well for me. Anyway, Bahmanis, Holy War! Alright, so now we're gonna be fighting two very large wars at the same time. Little risky to do things like that, but I'm okay with it. Disputed succession in Portugal. What the frick just happened? Hold on. Ah! Just when I started two big wars, really? Gosh dang it! And now they won't royal marry me. They hate me. Oh no! Wait a minute. Hold on. What can I do to make you like me real quick? Can I send you a stupid amount of money? I'll send you a stupid amount of money. Stop being outraged. Gosh dang it, we're friends. We're historical friends! They actually desire a lot of my subject provinces, and they're angry that I'm a hegemon. You know, I'll be honest, I completely forgot that I was a hegemon. Oh, look at that! I actually am totally a hegemon. I'm like all the way at 100%. Nice. And now I'm also the papal controller, okay, and ha-ha! Got them into a positive relation, now they're willing to royal marry, which means I can claim their throne! This is too much to do all at once, but you know what? I don't even care. We're gonna do it. By the way, aggressive expansion impact, yearly absolutism, I think I would prefer. Let's go ahead and do this, so we have less unrest in all the Catholic provinces, and I'll just go ahead and invest a ton and try to make sure I get this again. We have our royal marriage, good. Okay, now I just have to wait for a brief moment. Claim their throne, make them really angry, and then we have to steal everything. God, this opened up in all the wrong ways. I'm now gonna be fighting 3 really big wars at the same time. This is gonna be too much. I was not prepared for this possibility. All right, did they get an heir? They did not. Oh my God, all right, here we go. We're gonna, oh my God. It's a good thing I got a vassal swarm, am I right? There we go. All right, the war against Portugal has officially begun. Take the throne! Take it! Let's not be foolish enough to think that I'm immune over here, by the way. The combined forces of Bahmanis and Persia can still definitely do a lot of damage to me. So we need to be prepared for that possibility. And of course, the Ottomans should be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some extra armies that were on rebel duty and see if we can start getting some people over here to deal with Portugal proper. And then of course, there's a whole bunch of crap going on down here in the New World now. Oh God. This just became a world freaking war. Gonna start bringing some reinforcements. Forget Indonesia for a minute. It's way more important that I win this one resoundingly. Oh God, this just all got so complicated. It really, really did. Holy crud. This is fun though, all right? This is the good stuff in EU4. This is the stuff you'll live for. I'm gonna try to knock out some allies as fast as I can. If I can get Somalia, for example, into a white peace state, that's good enough. I don't really want to fight them. They've got enough troops to be a bit of a problem. The more of these allies that I can knock out here, whether that be Persia, Somalia, or anyone else, the better. I need to focus just on the war target. My vassal swarm is very split right now. I'm gonna make a beeline for the capital of Persia. If we can take that sucker out, that probably will be enough to get them to white peace. And then Baumanis, from there, becomes pretty easy. I can handle that. There goes the Siege of Lisbon. Okay. I would like some people to attach to me so I can go and fight their forces over here, please. That would be great. It's a good thing this is not a multiplayer game, because otherwise my attention would be so split, I would be absolutely doomed here. I am very much making use of the pause feature to try and keep an eye on several battlegrounds all at once. I'm completely out of manpower now. Oh, that's always a good sign. Thank you, guys. Holy crud. And that takes care of the capital of Persia. They won out. Honestly, I'm white piecing with them. Keep a short truce. I don't know that I need to worry about them right now. I'd rather just focus my efforts elsewhere. Somalia is still not willing to get out of here. You gotta be getting close, though. Can I get to their capital? The answer is yes. And the capital is only a level 1 for it. That would be easy. Let's try to knock that sucker out. Another Splendor ability. What do we want? Change rivals, fort maintenance doesn't matter. I don't have any rivals. Autonomy change has not been useful so far. Looks like yearly absolutism is the only pick that makes any sense for the rest of this age. Capped that on Diplo power. I don't really feel like there's much I want to do with that, so we'll go ahead and promote some mercantilism. I'm about 1/3 of the way done with the Mamluks. It does seem to be going a little slow at the moment, but that's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and spend power just to boost this up. The faster we win this right now, the better. I know. It's wasting power right before some tech, but I'm overextended right now. So the sooner I can end some of these, yeah, that would be the right call, I think. It's worth it. There we go. Siege of Mogadishu. All right, they're ready to write peace. I could hand a little bit of territory off to Castile, I suppose, and I guess I will. But aside from that, go ahead and get out of here. So Somalia's done. Good. I can now pull my troops back and save on some manpower. Let's do that. Portugal, we're at 40% war score right now. On the off chance, are you already prepared to unite the thrones? No, we need 84% war score. That's gonna be a little tough, guys. Just a little tough. 85% war score against Baumanis feels pretty good. Do I think that now's a good time to just go ahead and end this with them? Probably. It depends a little bit on what I can get. If I can hand a little territory off to Sind, that obviously makes my life easier. I want to take a lot of the coast. Nothing else matters. Just give me the coast. Something to join up my land and do this. See, that would work for me fine. 91% war score, a lot of overextension. This is the big risk right now. If I end these wars, I'm probably going to be overextended in pretty nasty ways. And I won't be able to hand off territory to all my vassals until I have finished all my wars and I'm ready to finish them all at the same time. So I can keep this war going, but it's just costing me a lot of manpower, which I really don't have. So, like, yeah, this is a little bit on the risky side. All right, I need to get some troops over to start sieging down the capitals of the countries in South America. If we can do that, Portugal will have no choice but to fall. Troops are on the way. Looks like we're catching out small pieces of the Portuguese Navy. Excellent. I don't think they have naval dominance, so we should be able to get in there. We'll go ahead and take the upgrade for my units, though I may want to hold off on picking my next unit type until we've arrived, because otherwise there's a good chance that I could lose some men for low morale. We don't want that, obviously. But getting ahead of time on forts and obsoleting the previous forts definitely is a good thing. We like that a lot. So, can we actually stop here for a second? Let's take the troops, land here just so we have a place for my ships to dock up, and then we'll siege down the capital of Brazil. And at 91% war score, I do think I'm just going to go ahead and end things here with Bommanus. I could take war reps, but I don't know. I think I'll just stick with what I got right here. Coalition could form with a bunch of different people, but I'm not too worried about it, I think. All right, let's see what the damage is. I'm going to take all of this. I may not core all of it, but I'll core a big chunk of it for sure. Now I'm going to go and deal with some rebels and get you guys out of here. You guys can deal with rebels over there, blah, blah, blah. You guys go ahead and set up over there. All right. So, overextension is quite bad. That's what I was afraid of. We're going to start getting some negative events. No way around that. We're also sitting at 92% war score on the Ottomans, and I would normally love to end that there, but I don't think that's the right call. I think the only thing that matters now is bringing more troops to the front against Portugal and conquer South America. And the Ottomans just unconditionally surrendered. Great. I do need to end this war here pretty soon, too. But I'm going to get overextended even more if I do that. So I'm going to hold off until I'm, like, about to finish annexing the Mamluks. Like, really close. How much more do I need to take here for the Portuguese throne? Demands exceed war score, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you don't happen to have, like, any other forts somewhere, do you? Like in any of the overseas land? Did you build a fort somewhere, like in Indonesia? It doesn't look like it. Oh, I forgot about Portuguese Australia. That's going to be a problem. Right, yeah. Okay. Can I get down over here and siege down something? Oh, crap! The Mamluks just got... That went way faster. Way faster all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. Crap! Alright, well, we just lost the whole return cores thing, I think. Yeah, we did. Shoot! Alright, well, that was not intentional. It's not a huge deal. I just got a little bit less efficient with my war score. Just gotta win a few fights in the New World like this. Just keep winning some of these fights, crush whatever little armies we can, get that war score up. Get that war score up, gosh dang it. How much more ticking war score do I have available, by the way? 10. So technically, if I just sit here, in theory, as long as I don't lose more ground, we will eventually win against Portugal. The problem is my call for peace is continuing to get worse. That said, war exhaustion, so far fine. I like this economic hegemon thing. It's making it a lot easier. Got the Siege of Rio de Plata. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing as much carpet sieging as I can at this point. We're gonna go ahead and take some risks with a few really small armies. The faster I can generate any amount of war score, even from non-fort occupations, the better right now. Come on, just a little bit faster. We're so close. Actually, wait, that might actually be enough. We're at 76% war score. Hold on, Portugal. Bam! All right, we got him. Portugal, you're mine. Whew! All right, now, that doesn't mean that we're out of the woods here, because now I have to get Portugal happy with me. Because my ruler is how old at this point? Out of curiosity, 37. You know what? Actually, that's not that bad. I thought my ruler was a lot older, so as long as we don't die, we gotta get these relations up and keep these guys happy. We can do that, though. Just gotta get them above into a positive relation. That's all it takes. And we'll have them. Woo! More government reforms. Anything that gets me more popularity with my people? Embrace free trade. Yeah, mercantilism. Yeah, curtail the burghers, trade steering, blah, blah, blah. Empower the burghers, trade efficiency, global trade power, that's all pretty good. Economic theory, more inflation reduction and war economy. Yeah, none of this actually is going to make a huge difference for me. Well, I guess I'll take free trade, because trade power abroad will be helpful at least until such a point that I have, well, conquered the world. By which point, I don't care if I have a lot more domestic trade power, because I'll own the gosh dang world. So, Ottomans, hi, you. We can finally be done with you. Meant to do this in a slightly different way, but, you know, you get lucky, don't ya? You get lucky. I'm gonna kick you out of places like Cyprus and Rhodes because you've been annoying me. I'm gonna go ahead and hand a bunch of land off to Karaman. We need to take land in Europe too, so let's go ahead and try taking some land along the Caucasus Mountains this way. We'll hand a bunch of it off to Genoa. All right, we could hand more land off to Novgorod, but let's stick with this and let's go ahead and take what I can and feed this off to Karaman. That's a 100% peace deal. That's pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and do this, and now I need to hand a lot of land off. Holy crud, what a pain. And the rest I can core, but we're still sitting at 220. It's gonna go down, 124% overextension. You know, could have been a whole lot worse. Good. Whoa, there's a lot of rebels. We have no manpower, and that's part of the problem. Let's go ahead and tell these guys, just go ahead and engage. Let's give them a good general to increase the odds of success. Just kill everybody. Kill all of them, please. Fun fact, by the way, there's a disputed succession in Great Britain as well. Amusing. Something I realized, by the way, I can actually add British territory into the HRE. I thought that it had to have, like, a straight connection, not just bordering a sea tile, but it turns out you can. So I'm going to go ahead and add all this in the hopes that Scotland takes the hint and decides that they want to join the HRE so we can free up a relationship slot that way. If they refuse to do that, and they may not be able to because at this point they may have too much development, but if they refuse to do that, I'm going to have to annex them. If they do join as a proper vassal, well, then I'll just let them keep all this and I don't even care. I am currently sitting at my maximum of 95 absolutism now, by the way. That's 28.5% extra admin efficiency. That's probably the only reason I've been able to take this much land, if I'm honest. Oh my gosh, we got so many rebels right now. Yes, I understand how that works. Thank you. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, I took kind of a little overextended. There's a lot of rebels going around right now. I know. So now I need a chance to kind of sit back and just let my gosh dang manpower recover because I am grossly overdoing it right now. We'll deal with these rebels bit by little bit. Don't worry, the rebel scum will die. I really wish I had more military power so I could have oppressed them. But now that we're at the maximum absolutism, I don't think it really matters all that much. We're looking pretty darn solid. Okay, with all of this sorted, what becomes the next goal? Next goal is to kill Britain. We have no truce with them, so I feel like we might as well do this. Even though I have no manpower, I just said let's get our manpower back. We're gonna do this anyway. Because for the most part, I think my colonial nations should be able to handle this stuff. So let's do Cleansing of the Heresy and start trying to knock them out of North America. Let's also not forget that we want to go through here and start creating more trade companies out of all converted territory, which should solve pretty much any other unrest issues we're going to have over here to some extent or another. So this is worth doing. I do sometimes wish that there was like a mass add to trade company button. Maybe there is one and I don't even know about it. I don't know, but... All right, that takes care of India and all of Egypt. I would not be surprised if we're going to find that we have an extra merchant as soon as we get to the next monthly tick. We have 3, in fact, 3 more merchants. This is why trade companies are good, man. Not only can I just have unbelievably good developments, so I have stupid amounts of production efficiency, but also I just get so many merchants that I can direct all the trade. All right, 58 war score against Great Britain is a good start. Working on some forts. They're currently distracted fighting against the Caddo Federation, which is actually fairly large, amazingly. But yeah, we should be able to beat the ever-living crud out of them. And for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and attack the, whatever these guys are, the Chiaha Federation as well. Let's go ahead and feed these guys off to New Austria. I'm going to go ahead and give some subsidies over to Portugal. I'm hoping to keep them loyal for a good long while, so let's give them pretty much some decent amount of money for the rest of the game. That'll build their opinion up pretty decently, but also continue to give them enough funds to make sure that they will continue colonizing, which is really the big reason I want to have them, so I don't have to worry about these colonial nations later. Man, how the mighty have fallen with Ethiopia, by the way. I finally got a von Habsburg on the throne. Broke that alliance, and then they got knocked down to a 2-province minor. Oh gosh, that sucks. It's not even a throne worth having at this point. I want to note that with Portugal, our yearly opinion change apparently is 25.6. With all the negative malices starting to go away, plus all the stuff I'm doing to make them like me, yeah, we wait one more year, they're gonna be back into the positive, from -100 all the way back up into the positive. That'd be great. And then I don't have to worry about losing Portugal when I die. So like, man, the Game of Thrones is so fun to play sometimes. All right, with 85% war score, I feel like we're about done. Let's go up to Britain and figure out what we want to do with them. So, if I want you to now go ahead and concede, let's say, all of Eastern America, that's 49% war score, and I can have you concede Canada. That would be a little more awkward, but we could try. Let's separate peace out with Canada first. What can I have you concede? All of this. That seems pretty solid. They're going to have some territory down here in Indonesia and a bunch of other islands, which is going to get very annoying, but we can take away a lot of their territory in Mexico, most of the East Coast, And a few other little islands and stuff here and there. Yeah, we're leaving them with their primary holdings with all their cores. I'm aware of that. However, this is the easiest stuff for me to conquer. So I'd rather just leave that there and make all of this easy, right? Makes sense to me. So all of this is about to get handed off, and there we go. All right, that's looking a lot healthier all of a sudden. I'm still trying to see if there's anyone else I can hand some territory off to extend some coring range, but the answer is no. I don't seem to have any meaningful vassals, except for now Portugal, Castile, and Brittany, who are capable of doing some serious coring. What about Norway? Can Norway reach down this far? I doubt it. Nope, they cannot. Yeah, coring range for my vassals is absolute garbage. I really cannot get these guys into a position where I'll start feeding them large chunks of Asia. It's really unfortunate. All right, well, what else do I want to do? We want to go ahead and summon the diet one more time. Proposal of the burgers, trade company somewhere. That's probably going to happen anyway. Let's see some more land. That gets me up even higher. We're at 66%. So 2/3 of all estates are now held by the crown. That's a good thing to have. And now the colonial nations are starting to get more aggressive on their own. Pacifico Norte is attempting to attack some of the natives in a few different areas over here, which is good. Yeah, the Castilian colonies are going to take over most of the western North America for me. Portugal's obviously done their job. I'm taking some territory in Mexico. This is going to get split between a few folks, and I'll take over this entire region myself. Super duper solid. Okay, so what do we want to do next? Great question. We could go kill Kilwa. Wouldn't be a bad idea. At least get me some more territory in a few different spots. Is there anyone I could attack that would reset things? Yes. Morocco. Hello. How much longer do I have a truce with the Ottomans? A very long truce. If I attack Morocco right now, and the Ottomans defend them, which they will, you idiots! Alright, all we have to do is now attack Morocco. We'll white peace out with the Ottomans. All you need to do is just reset the truce timer down to 5 years instead of 15, and then we'll be able to systematically eat even more of them. So yeah, let's go ahead and now fight against Morocco and friends. And I'll also just go ahead and kill Vagina Gar real quick. They've got absolutely no allies, so this is a very easy bit of extra land for me to eat. And I'm going to go ahead and attack Kilwa at the same time. So we're fighting against 3 relatively small groups of folks at this point. This is what we call simple cleanup duty. And if I can start pushing down, let's say, against Pegu and Ayutthaya over here, that wouldn't be bad either. It'd be nice to control a lot more of this territory. I just basically want to control the entirety of the coastlines. That's what I want to see. Monthly autonomy change reduction, by the way, is always very nice. I do like having that. Now, one consequence of taking a stupid amount of land out of places like North America is we're going to start having a lot of rebels. The poor guys over here in New Austria have, I'm guessing yeah, okay, they've already got a few rebels there. I'm already trying to take a few down. I don't know, I'm there, okay, yep, and that's what I'm talking about. They're gonna have like 40% separatism progress, like, per month. It's gonna be awful. I super overextended them. That said, that's why my troops are here, to help. Can I now wipe peace out with the Ottomans? Yes, I can. All right, we're not looking to take much more than that, so why waste our time fighting over them? All I wanted to do was get that white peace. So we have a nice short truce timer. Mission accomplished, boys. And I'll go ahead and eat Vijayanagar's territory like so, and just like that, I actually do now have the entire coastline of India. Oh, I take that back. Minus 1 province over here. Gosh dang it. All right, fine, fair enough. Almost the entire coastline of India. The important thing is no other Europeans are going to be getting in over here, all right? This is mine. The opium trade in China. Huh. Smuggle opium into China? Yeah, trade war and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a thing. I get trading in opium. It's a lot of extra trade power in the Canton region. Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? That worked well historically, right? Now's honestly a good time to go ahead and start refitting my navies. I know that all of them are very out of date, and I shouldn't need them for at least a little bit. Still sitting on stupid amounts of money, and of course we want to get that governing capacity nice and low. And yes, I know, by the way, I have a lot of governing capacity to spare. We could totally take on some additional states if I want to, which I do, eventually, just not this second. Alright, let's go ahead and finish all of this off. Unfortunately, since I don't have coring range and a bunch of these things, I'm going to have to hand this off the old-fashioned way. Some of this I'll give to Castile, some to Aragon, and some to Portugal. And I think that's probably going to be a good place for us to end things. So that's the rest of Madagascar done. Good in India. What I need to do next is take territory down here so we can get everything I need to finish off that mission. We need a trade company in this general area. More pushes in Africa would be nice. Britain, we're going to have a truce until 1653. Ottomans, we can go back to war against in 1645. 3 more years. That's so much better. Uzbek, I'd like to take some territory out of, and once I have claims, we need to start pushing up into China. So the Shun and the Wu are fighting each other. Japan is not that big of a threat. We'll be able to deal with them at some point. And honestly, what a video on between not only getting a lot more territory out of the Ottomans, taking Portugal, and fighting against the entirety of Persia and India at the same time. Woof! That was starting to feel more like late game warfare, but we got through it pretty easily. So. That's good. I just need more manpower. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.